Good morning. How are you this morning? It's good to be here. What am I going to talk to you about this morning? So I'm a bit distracted. I went to the dentist on Friday and I'm not very good with the dentist and I need a couple of fillings and every kind of little sort of tweak and misery in my mouth. I go, perhaps this is the toothache. But anyway, it isn't and I'm just being pathetic. Do you have a thing about the dentist or the doctor or chiropodist or somebody, or is it just me? I feel really wimpish to be in my 50s and complaining about going to the dentist. Poor person's only trying to look after me, aren't they? This morning, what did I think I might talk to you about? I had a little dig into another of my books. I got a lot of books and they're all worth digging into. This morning I was having a little look at this one. It's only a tiny little thin book. It's written by Lucy Moore, who was the creator of Messy Church, which is the family church that includes food and play and all things messy. Has quite a big movement across the UK and wider now for Messy Church. And she's written this little book called God's Word for Messy People. And it's really challenged me. Let me read this to you. She starts out with a little tiny bit of the Bible, and it's the first chapter of John's Gospel, the first 5 verses. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was with God in the beginning. Through him all things were made. Without him nothing was made that has been made. In him was life, and that life was the light of all mankind. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. And we kind of know that passage, don't we? And we're comfortable with it, or perhaps we're not comfortable with it, but we do sort of understand it. And then Lucy Moore asks this question. If you yourself were reduced to one word, what would that word be? It's a huge question. Oh my goodness. If you were reduced to one word, what would that word be? So I sat for a bit and I thought, and I came up with a list. Of course I did. A list of words. I was reminded back to that passage in Paul's letter to the Corinthians about love is patient, love is kind. Love does not fail. You know all the parts of that reading, and were any of those the words that I might want to be if I was going to be defined by one word? And then I got a bit flippant and I thought, well, I'll be lively. That could be my word. Actually, it isn't everything. Perhaps I'll be giggly. No, do you know, that's just one word. We could choose some of these really big words like love. But truth is, I fall short of that one. Hope. Yeah, apart from when it's late at night and I'm really tired and I've given up. Patient. Can't be that one at all. Encouraging. I don't know. One word. It's very hard, isn't it? If you were to be defined by one word, what would that word be? Perhaps we don't have to come up with one. Perhaps God can do that, and perhaps he's picked the word that's right for him, and we'll never measure up to it, will we? Because we know we're constantly trying to be Christ-like. Perhaps the other solution is to have a list of words and perhaps have a few little goals in a day to be patient and kind and perhaps be calm. That's a good word, isn't it? So that when all else around is feeling a bit fraught, if we could be that measure of calmness that is reliable and safe for other people. Perhaps being safe is a good word. What sort of words do we think we should be using to describe ourselves? And we get into a whole nother field then, don't we, of whether they're being words or doing words. Is my word going to be busy or active, or is it going to be a sort of a passive, gentle being word, kindness or love? It's an awful lot to think about on a Monday morning, isn't it? And I'm going to leave you with it because I don't have any answers. But it is a good question, and I think perhaps It's worth us pondering every time we step out the front door. How am I going out today? Am I taking all my stuff with me? And I'm going to bring my angst and my irritation and my fatigue with me? Or am I going to step out and bring the love of God with me and be kind and patient and hopeful? Am I going to listen well? Am I going to respond with generosity? Am I going to be the hands and feet and face of Christ? Wow. I hope you have a good day today. Think on that. Have a think. Tell me what words you think you would like to be described as, and perhaps some of those really key words that as Christians we should be aspiring to. I hope your day goes well, and you are in my prayers as always. Lots of love to you. Have a good day and God bless. Bye bye.